Here's a different table where I've taken some famous battles throughout history and categorized them by the war they were in. And over to the right, I've got the categories I used when I created the GPT classify formula. So in the Khe Sanh battle, that occurred in Vietnam, Pearl Harbor occurred in World War II, etc. Now I want to do one more column and use the location of each battle. And so I've got a short list here, and we just made it simple. So the possible locations are the United States, Europe, or Asia for each of the battles. So I'll go and double click in this cell underneath the location heading, and I'll write the formula. So there's the formula, equal sign GPT underscore classify. I used the Khe Sanh cell, B26, and then the cell range is H35 to H37, which contains the three locations. And one thing to remember is that if you want to do any additional columns, that column for categories has to have its own formula. You can't just piggyback on a previous formula. So before I continue, I want to drop in some dollar signs so I can fill down. So I've dropped some dollar signs into the cell range, and I will press enter. And I've got the result for Khe Sanh. The location was in Asia. If I click in the Asia cell, point at the blue dot becomes a cross. I can drag down and fill the rest of the column. So now I have the battles, the war the battles were fought in, and the locations of the battles. And I did this by using two separate GPT classify formulas.